Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It is the conference championships. A lot of surprises in those divisional championships. We didn't do so well. I didn't do that well in the divisional, picks, if you will. It's Mark and Adam from the Sports Corner. We're here to give you our picks, and we're here to give you guys a little bit of talk about our favorite teams, the Eagles and Packers, what they've been doing so far. Just a bit before we get to the conference championship games. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. It goes a long way for this small channel. I know a lot of people saw me go on that rant about the 49ers. I'm glad they saw that. They won their Super Bowl last year against the Eagles. Congrats. We'll talk about that later, Adam. But Adam, one thing I want to talk about before we get our predictions, and guys, if you let me go on this rant like I usually are, um, you know, we both had the Bills to win that game, and it was a tight game, 33-30. Um, Now there's a controversy on Twitter. If you're on Twitter like I am, you know, they're saying that he, Josh Allen is getting like the princess treatment, if you will. He had a terrible game. He didn't have his best game for sure on that against the Broncos, but um, he's pro. I think he's 30. Are we approaching not even Jim Kelly, because Jim Kelly got to Super Bowls? Are we approaching that Josh Allen is? Is it the team that he's been surrounded throughout these years? I read much and how many times that I think he's the most. He might go down as the most talented quarterback to maybe never win a Super Bowl. Still got time. He could do this for 10 more years. But they're saying that Jalen Hurts wouldn't get this treatment that Josh Allen did, since he had all these mistakes. I think he had 2 fumbles, 2 picks, or something like that. I forget about the game. But one, do you think Josh Allen's getting princess treatment? And do you think and two, do you think like Josh Allen, and we'll talk about Lamar Jackson in the future, do you think he may not win one? And whose fault is it? Like, what's your take on Josh Allen and the Bills?
It's kind of tough because I know we've been talking about like the shortcomings of their team all year, and Josh Allen needs to be Superman for that team to be good, and then the one game that he's not Superman, they don't look good. So I don't think it's fair to blame everything on him, because they wouldn't be there without him. It's kind of the same like with Rodgers for years. Like, he bailed out bad Packers offenses for years and years, and then they can't make it the whole way because they're not a complete team, and the Bills are at that point. So I don't know if I'm answering your question. I still think he's awesome, and I think people feel bad because he's just not. He's been kind of just had bad luck with how the Bills have built that team for him.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but Sean McDermott said he criticized the roster, and the GM them didn't like that. Hello, like, of course he's criticizing the roster. It's like,
Yeah.
you actually should give him a pat on the back, because we've been saying it all year. Besides Cook and Allen, okay, Kincaid, who else?
Yeah, and now they're throwing each other under the bus on Keon Coleman. It's like, that's where there's smoke, there's fire on that one. Obviously, there's some problems in that organization.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I really think, because, hey, look at, we see that Drake May is probably gonna be a stud. Bo Nix is better. He's good. I don't know if he'll get to great, but he's good. I think Jaden Daniels, injured prone year, and the Commanders were just an old team. They'll get better. So, everybody said Josh Allen's and nemesis is Lamar, or it's in more particular Patrick Mahomes. Well, there's this other crew of quarterbacks that are behind him that's just gonna it's gonna make it harder and harder for him and the Bills to succeed and win a championship. That it wouldn't be surprising. I'm just saying, it wouldn't be out. He will he'll win more MVPs, and he won't win a chip. Like, it actually might be that way. And I don't think we should give him complete blame as well, because I don't like any of his wide receiver weapons at all. But some of that fault of them losing that game against the Broncos was because of him, and they need to like criticize for that. You got Chase Daniels like saying this guy's like, "Oh man, Josh Allen, you're the best." Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That's gonna be on the internet forever. But but it's like, okay, dude, it's like, all right, he had some faults. So with that, I'm ranting and raving. We were both surprised that the Bills lost. And before we get into the games, let's just talk about our Packers and Eagles. As the people, if you don't know, I'm a diehard Eagles fan, and Adam is a Packers fan. Adam, you guys lose your DC. He becomes a head coach to where?
Dolphins.
Dolphins. Good luck with that. But maybe you could turn it around. But I was scared that Chris Parker would go to the Green Bay Packers. If anybody doesn't know, Chris Parker for the Eagles is one of the hottest young guys on the defensive side of the ball. He unfortunately signed with the worst team in the NFL, the Cowboys. We'll get there. But they lose their DC. Don't have to. What do you? As they have anybody in mind? Are you hearing? What are you hearing? And what do you think them losing their DC? What do you think it's going to do to the Packers?
I think it's a good year to lose a DC. It seems like there's a lot of good candidates out there. It's sounding like Raheem Morris from the Falcons, and then also Jim Leonard from the Broncos and former Wisconsin Badger seem the top two. I'd be excited for that. I know he kind of had his name in the running, I think, before Hafley was hired a couple years ago. And he's been kind of around. He's only a pass game coordinator for the Broncos. But
I think the Eagles interviewed Jim Leonard too when he was in the Badgers.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a cool hometown thing. And I don't know if he's got head coaching aspirations anymore. It'd be nice to get somebody we could have for a couple of years that's a hometown guy. But I'd be happy with either one of those.
Well, I'm just asking because we saw it firsthand with the Lions when they lost their coordinators. You could tell there's a difference. And I've been hearing, that the Packers DC is a good candidate, and that's why I'm wondering because the proof is in the pudding when you guys lost Michael Parsons, so I'm wondering if losing him is gonna be an actual big drop off. But I think I could do if I was the Packers, the Eagles, don't hire a guy who maybe does not have the experience as a proven coordinator. I mean, go for a person who has a proven coordinator. Don't go for some rookie guy. If I'm them, I'd go after Raheem Morris. I mean, they try to go for Brian Flores, but I think that's the best bet since your playoff window is still open.
Yeah, I liked Hafley. I don't think we were like out scheming anybody or had some, like Brian Flores defense that is messing everybody up. So really what I want from the Packers coaching hire is somebody that's going to instill like intensity on defense. I know, like, I heard a good interview with Micah Parsons this last week, and he was throwing people under the bus and kind of threw shade at Rashawn Gary without saying his name about, not having effort and stuff. So we didn't have Parsons all last offseason. He was a late acquisition for the Packers. So even with Parsons injured in the offseason, I hope that he's going to be a fire to get that team ready to go. I know the Packers have a lot of decisions on who to keep and who to cut. So I hope they cut some of these guys that are maybe, don't have the highest effort, and we can kind of rebuild the defense in the offseason. So I'm hopeful. I don't think Hafley's going to be as big of an impact as some coaching losses.
Yeah, I think so too. But I still think they should go for a proven coordinator, and Raheem Morris. It'd be nice if they got Minter from the Chargers. That'd have actually been a good hire. But he went to the Ravens, I believe. But yeah, well, there you go. I mean, that's the Packer report, people. Adam, the Packer fan, because there's some some changes happening in the NFL. Both our teams. That was my team. Last week I told you guys Kevin Patula got fired, but the Eagles and all their glory, they're kind of maddening, if you will. Like I've said before, they're controlled chaos, but I don't want to be the hiring of the offensive coordinator being controlled chaos in general, because what are the Eagles doing? If this small podcast somehow reaches Howie Roseman, please listen to me. Get off your ass and hire an offensive coordinator already. Mike McDaniels, gone. They said if he doesn't get the head coaching job for the Bills, he's going to go to the Titans to be the offensive coordinator over there. All the best guys we want are leaving, and we're still throwing the net to catch fish, any fish. We're We interviewed the Bears offensive coordinator, and he doesn't even call plays. Ben Johnson does. Then we interviewed Matt Nagy. What did Matt Nagy do for the Bears? I know they got to the playoffs twice, but they booted him too. So, and then had some guy named his name was like Cooter. That was the guy's name from the Indianapolis Colts.
Jim Bob
Yeah,
Cooter. Best
Jim
name of all
Bob
time.
Cooter. I mean, like, and that guy's from the.
That sounds like a racial slur, dude. That's,
yeah,
that
it
does
really
not.
does.
I feel like I shouldn't be able to say that.
No, when I heard this name, I was like, wait, what? Am I reading a novel from the 1800s? Who's this guy? It's like, I couldn't believe the name was real. Why? Like, get off your feet, get off your ass, and get a offensive coordinator that's going to have, he's going to have say running his own offense. I don't want Nick Sirianni's hands anywhere near this offense. But hire a guy quick, because they're all getting picked up, and we're gonna be left with the bag, hiring some pass coordinator from God knows where. Howie Roseman, if this reaches you, for the life of God, hire a candidate, an actual good candidate, before they're all good ones are taken away, and don't let Nick Sirianni to touch that playbook or that style or that scheme that he brings. So please, Eagles, bring a damn offensive coordinator this coming week, for God's sake. And second, it was sucked that we lost Chris Parker. It really sucked. But as I read reports that the Eagles, the front office knew that he was probably going to leave he was going to get a bigger job. He did a great job in Denver. Patrick Surtain said himself he helped to develop to the cornerback he is now, and he won the Defensive Player of the Year last year. And Cooper and Mitchell both said that he is all pros. Both said they are good as they are now is because of him. So big loss there. I hate that he went to the Cowboys. I would rather see him go to the Packers, but not the Cowboys, our arch nemesis. So I hate that, and he could possibly turn them around. And he knows the Eagles' offense, but maybe it's a good thing they're bringing a different coordinator. So losing Chris Parker we still got Vic. Vic is still one of the best defensive coordinators in the league, but losing Chris Parker was tough. So there's that. That's the Eagles report. Please hire a goddamn offensive coordinator. And there's the Packer report, and they need a defensive coordinator anytime. So there's that. Now let's get to these upcoming games. There are no more games on Saturday, thank God. I like these games on Sunday. So let's talk the first one. I believe the first game, if I'm right, is the Rams versus Seattle game. No? Okay, great. I need to go back to my backup page. So the first game is the Patriots versus the Broncos, with the Patriots being favored by 4.5, and the over-under is 42.5 points. New England's coming off a good one against the Texans. I was unfortunately a Texans believer. The thing about the Texans, but that game is Stroud looked like he didn't belong on the football field. What? Okay, yes, the weather sucked. I get that. I don't want to hear that crap though. I mean, did you see that game, Adam? He was like, I think 5 to 7 turnovers. Like, it was like an astronomical number. And if he plays any competent ball, I think that probably that game is possibly the Texans had a good chance to win it. I mean, am I out of pocket to say that?
No, I don't think so. The defense played great, but yeah, 5 turnovers? You can't overcome that.
Yeah, and it's like, they won 28-16 the Patriots against the Texans. The Texans defense did their job. They held the Patriots. The first half, they didn't look too good. It was 21 points. And then what happened? They held them scoreless in the third. They had so many opportunities. They got a touchdown towards the end in the fourth quarter, but the defense did their thing. They changed it up, and they held the Patriots to only 7 points in the second half. Yeah, Stroud threw 4 interceptions. It's like, God Almighty. Drake May, he only had 179 yards for 3 touchdowns. That's good, but still, that's what I'm saying. It was a good one by the Patriots. They caused those turnovers, but I think it looked like more that that he didn't belong there. Stroud, that's what it looked like to me. And I know the thing about the Patriots is I'm not really impressed by anything they really do except the quarterback when it comes to the offense. Drake May's going to do whatever he can to win the game. He really has proven he's a top 10 quarterback in this league. I say top 10. Some people say top 5 already, but let's see a couple more years. I like to see, in my opinion, because he's probably going to win MVP. No, well, him or Stafford to win the MVP, but I like to see just a little bit, maybe one more year before we put him in the top 5, top 3 category. But yeah, I'm not afraid of really any of their weapons. I think they do a lot of great coaching. McDaniels, for awful of a head coach he's a good offensive coordinator. Vrabel has those guys ready to rock and roll any game. Their defense, like, they were happy to see guys come back. Like I said, they got Milton back for defensive tackle. So I don't know how they're here, Getty. I don't know how they got here because I'm not really impressed with the Patriots at all, but they're here. And I don't know. I know you were on the right side of this. You had the New England to win and the cover. They did. I mean, is there anything you really do like about them? Because when I think of the Patriots, I'm like, well, okay. But it's probably, it's a quarterback play.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, though, I've felt that way about almost every team this year in the playoffs. Like, the Seahawks have looked really dominant. The Rams have looked good at times. But otherwise, I feel like all the teams are like that this year. So the Patriots have just consistently won, and they've been a balanced team with a good quarterback and good coaching. But no, there's nothing I can just put my finger on to say that I love about that team.
Yeah, and this game, as I integrate the Denver Broncos here, they're both really good second half teams, as in the game. Like, they score less in the first half with both these teams. But the team that may not score a lot of second half points is the Broncos. Now, I'm sure everybody heard around the world here that Bo Nix injured his ankle like the second play before the last. And it doesn't look like when I was watching it didn't look like he hurt himself, but like he did, right? Was it a knee?
It's a fracture in his foot, I guess.
Yeah.
He needs surgery. It's very weird.
Yeah. So that was the oddest thing to me after watching the replays of that. And that's big news, folks. Like, they wouldn't be a 4.5 point favorite, which I think is one of the biggest spreads ever in conference championship or something like that. To be 4.5, yeah. The home dog. A home dog at 4.5. This, okay. I think, about the biggest spread. And I don't want to say ever, but I know it might be the biggest spread ever of a home team. So there you go. And losing Knicks is big. Like, we are not the biggest Knicks fans here. We said that he's good. Maybe he'll be great, but I don't think he's there now. And they're the best second half comeback team right there with them and the Bears in the whole league, and they are. You look at the metrics. They score almost 12 points a game. 12 points, 4 to 5 points more they do in the second half of a game than they do in the first half, and that's because Bo Nix, they just have some fourth quarter magic and they come back and win. They did that to my Eagles, but they have Stedman now, the backup quarterback. This guy hasn't thrown a pass in 2 years. I'm sorry, man. I would have called. I'd be like, bring. Yes. Phillip Rivers. Are you there? Yes. We caught a couple of those games there. We have some guy. Wait, what's that guy's name again? Stedman. Yeah. Some guy.
Stedman is Oprah's husband. He's
Stidham. Stidham. See, I don't know this guy. Yeah, Stedham, whatever. I guarantee you the head coach is like, wait, who's this guy? Okay, yeah, I don't know who we got this guy from. Do you want to come and play a playoff game and help potentially get a Super Bowl and playing the Super Bowl? I'd be on the phone right now calling Phillip Rivers. I don't know, dude. They got this guy in there. God bless him. I'm not saying he's going to do terrible, but I think he will do terrible against this defense that leads the league in sacks. Now, the Patriots, they're not the best line in the league, but especially the left tackle, Will Campbell. Like I said, he's been hurt a lot. No, not hurt a lot. He's been allowing a lot of pressures, a lot of sacks of late. So that's why I'm cautious, because in the postseason, just the postseason, Drake May's been sacked 10 times, just 2 games. So that has to be concerning. I want to reverse that. Sorry, I'm talking about the. I want to. I'm jumping ahead of my notes here. I'm sorry. Stedman, Stedman, and what? What? How do you say his
Sorry.
name?
Keep going. Just
No, how do you say his
Stidham.
name?
I think
Stidham.
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 I
Stidham.
think.
Well, do you have any other information on Stidham? Because I don't.
That's all I got. Just here for pronunciations.
Yeah, you are. That correct me. But like from what I remember, McDaniels coached him before, and he was supposed to go to the Patriots. And like when I was looking up his stuff, looking up his people didn't have a lot of great things to say about him. And I was trying to find something like, okay, what does this guy do good that's actually good? And even Mill Williams on press conference, he was like, we have no idea who this guy is. They asked him, do you have any game plan like about? They're like, no. He said, I'm not gonna lie to you, we have no idea. Like, and
Yeah.
he hasn't thrown a pass in 2 years. And where are you gonna get from this guy? One positive thing is, They might get J.K. Dobbins back. Dobbins, he is questionable going this game finally. That'd be a big boost. If you could do R.J. Harvey and him, Harvey can hit those flats when Stedham is, feel like he's going to, I don't know, he needs to get a quick throw out to R.J. Harvey and Dobbins down the middle. Now, that's asking a lot from Dobbins because he had that bad ankle injury. But what are you gonna do? Like, what else can you give this guy? I don't seem confident throwing to Sutton, Troy Franklin, Ingram. I don't say any of that. So, what I'm trying to get to is that when I jumped ahead is the Broncos' offensive line is good enough to protect them from the Patriots. The Patriots are not the best at pass rushing, so that's good, and that might give some time. But can he get it to those guys? Because we both know J.K. Dobbins or not, Harvey 20 plus carries. His backup, if Dobbins to play, I would give him 10 carries too. Get this guy in some play actions. Use Stedman's legs, like have him run boots. Because this guy is not going to throw down the field, and so that's why it's 4.5. And what I was trying to get to is the only thing that I jumped ahead was that this defense, the Broncos defense, is gonna have to play nightmare mode. I think that they're gonna have to play better than the Houston Texans. They're gonna have to get after Drake May and like just disrupt everything the Patriots do, because like I said, Drake May's been sacked 10 times in only 2 playoff games, and he's been sacked. And when I looked at his for the regular season, as I do this in real time for you guys, in the regular season he was sacked 47 times. So he's been sacked 57 times, including the playoffs. That's not good. That's not good for Drake May whatsoever. So yes, Drake May could play Wonder Boy, 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions during the regular season, but the Broncos, to have any chance, are going to have to sack and get after him. So I went on a rant there. I said a lot of words. What do you think, man? Like, yeah. Do you think 4.5 is a lot for a home playoff team? That thin air in Denver, and man, I don't know. Like, what do you think about the Denver Broncos? I mean, just real quick. What do you think about them? Like, do you think do you think this guy could? Do you think they have things surrounding enough of this bad quarterback that they can actually pull off a win against a good New England Patriots team?
I mean, on paper, the Broncos should have a good enough defense and running game to keep them in this game, regardless of how good that quarterback is. But I don't think that's true. Like, they gave up 30 points to the Bills last week. They're not the Texans' defense. They gave up 30 points to the Bills with Josh Allen not playing well. So
Yeah.
No, I don't think that defense is good enough. Like, they're not as scary as everybody says. They can get turnovers. Nick Bonito and some of those guys are amazing and they make splash plays, but down to down, they're not as scary of a defense as some of these other teams. Obviously 4.5 is a lot, but that combined with the backup quarterback is I think about right. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we have seen a backup quarterback come into the playoffs and play well. Like, that's crazier things have happened. I mean, the Eagles Super Bowl was one of those times. Like,
yeah, and Nick Foles was he tweeted, he was like telling the Bronco fans, like, hey, like, look what happened with me.
Yeah, I mean, and Bo Nix has been playing pretty well. He made some great throws, but he's not like a legendary quarterback that can't be replaced. So I don't know. I'm struggling. I don't know what I really saw from the Patriots last week, and I don't believe in the Broncos. So I'm
Right.
struggling.
So out of the 6 years, Jarrett Stedman, Stidham. I'm
Yep.
gonna mess
Yep.
this guy. I mean, that age kills me. Um, um, Out of the 6 years he played, the 2 years he played 5 games. So in 2020, he played 5 games with the Patriots. He went 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Okay, he had a complete percentage of 50%. Not good. So and then 2 years later, in 2022, he played 5 games with the Las Vegas. I think maybe they were still called the Las Vegas Raiders. And with them, he had 4 touchdowns, 3 picks, and 3 fumbles. So, and he had a completion rating a little better, 63.9. And like I said, the last time he threw a ball was with the Denver Broncos in 2023. He started 2 games for them. He threw 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, only 60%, and he had 1 fumble. So, and then he hasn't thrown a ball in 2 years, literally a ball in 2 years. Now, probably threw a couple balls in preseason, but we're talking about the regular season here. So from what I'm saying, this guy's a career 59.4% completion rating. That is not good at all. So there is not a lot of confidence here, and that's why I'd have been on the phone with what's his name, Philip Rivers. So I don't know how they go through with this. Another statistic for you, if this helps you out. When it comes to Mike Vrabel, the New England Patriots, he has helped the Patriots go on the road 8-0, 7-1, 8-0 straight up, and 7-1 against the spread on the road this season. So that's one hell of a statistic for the New England Patriots and him. So this is tough, man. I'll go with this one. All the right things make you say, like, and this is the thing about sports betting, 4.5 points is a lot. It is home. It's hard to play sometimes in that weather in the winter. But you know what? The Patriots play cold in the winter too. So that's gonna make the biggest thing here, in my opinion. And a little bit of me thinks this is a sucker's bet, 4.5 points, and it makes you think like, yeah, why would I take that? But I can't take it with this guy, with this Jared guy. I just can't. I'm sorry. It's like as you proved, you said, you made a good point, Adam. The Denver's defense got lit up too against Josh Allen, sure, but Josh Allen doesn't have that much weapons. His weapons are not, the Broncos' weapons are better than besides Cook, are better than the Broncos' weapons. Broncos' weapons are better than the Bills' weapons. So I just can't take it. Like, how can anybody take this backup quarterback on one of the biggest stage he's ever gonna be in his life, on the conference champs, the game before the Super Bowl? I think it's way too much pressure for this guy. I know what's his name's a great head coach. I think they will have a fighter's chance. I like this game. I actually like this game to go under in the first half as well. But I think that in the end, that the New England Patriots, they will come out, and I think they'll cover this number because it's a rookie quarterback, and like I said, he's going to be in the biggest stage of his life, one game before the Super Bowl, and I just can't trust that guy.
Yeah, I agree with you. For me, it just comes down to the offenses, like you said. I'm not scared of the Patriots putting up points, but I am scared of the Broncos with what has to be a restricted playbook with this backup.
Yeah.
So I just don't see how they go blow for blow with the Patriots offense.
Yeah, and I really do think that it will be close in the first half, and I think Vrabel and that team will do enough to adapt to what they're having him do, the rookie quarterback, and them adapting to that. They'd be lucky to score 10 points, 7 points in the second half. And I really truly believe that's what's going to happen. So give us both the Patriots, and it kind of feels like we're both taking the Patriots to cover the 4.5, but it kind of feels like we're being cheated a bit.
Yes.
The Patriots are probably gonna make the Super Bowl. And we're gonna hear from the Patriot fans, like nobody's business, that we're back, baby. Here comes another dynasty. I'm sorry. I feel like the Patriots getting in is like, really? Like,
Yeah.
okay, sure, you got it. And if they lose, that's even worse. But don't you feel that way? It's like, oh man, not just like the
100%.
fans. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it sucks.
yeah, I know. It was a freak play. I mean, I couldn't believe that he hurt when I saw that replay and that Bo Nix got hurt off that. I mean, it looked like a nothing burger to me, but I'm obviously wrong on that. So yeah, give us the Patriots to cover. Let's talk the final game, the afternoon game, 5:30 on Fox. We have the Rams versus the Seahawks. Seahawks being favored by 2.5, and the over/unders 46.5 points. Rams, what an awesome game that was with the Bears. That play by that last minute touchdown by the Bears was unbelievable. That when Caleb Williams threw that one in the corner. I mean, I know people think it's a heave hove, but he threw it on one-on-one situation. He enough nice touch to not go over into that out of bounds, right into the guy's hand. People thought it was a push off, not even close. It wasn't a push off. Great pick throw. I honestly think the Bears would play that if DJ Moore doesn't do that, take that play off. They said there's miscommunication. DJ Moore is on the Bears want to trade him. Like they do want to trade him, and it did look like he was upset that he wasn't getting the ball enough this year. That's neither here or there, but that was a great game. And for me, it exposes what I've been saying about the Rams since the second half of the season. Their secondary can be had. It is ranked 19th, 20th against the pass, and it looks even worse. People forgot that they lost Weatherspoon, one of their best guys back there. They lost him for the whole playoffs from the Panthers game. That's one guy, one of you guys you depend on. Good. You guys said that when we get Lake back, our defense is going to look better. Lake came back, and the Panthers and the Bears both put up the Panthers put up 31, and you guys, by the skin of your teeth, and Caleb Williams made some great plays against you guys. So that secondary is not looking good at all. Caleb Williams if Caleb didn't throw 3 interceptions, and that last one I don't think was really his fault. I think they would have won that game against the Rams. And Stafford, I don't know what's up with this cat. He had no touchdown passes against the. Not that's a bad thing. You need to have all these passing touchdowns. 0 passing touchdowns against the Bears, and then he had to play superhero against the Panthers, but he still had 1 interception, and he had to throw the. He was almost 50% completion rating against the Panthers. He was 24 for 42 on passes. That's like almost 50% completion rating. People, that's not good. He is not looking like very finesse, very great Matthew Stafford. But the bigger point is that this defense, the secondary, can be had. It's overrated. I'm not repeating myself, because if you guys watch previous episodes, I say if that front seven can't get after you, and they, like I said, they fell off. The sacks fell off like a cliff in the second half of the season. They can't get after you. They just can't. And then that secondary could get lit up, and it can. Like I said, the Bears could beat them. Adam, with the Rams, we know it's their offense. We know the offense is like great. But I don't know. Like, are you surprised it's 2.5 points?
Yes. Yeah. I haven't liked Stafford the last 2 weeks. I don't like what I see. Obviously their running game is good, but something just feels off with that team. I know Matt LaFleur was helping McVay out with the play, with this last week, and it showed, because they didn't close that game out, and they let the Bears come right back in. I'm like, you're looking at the wrong notes, brother. So I don't know. This Rams team, something feels off. Something feels off with Stafford. I don't know. I think I don't want to skip ahead to the Seahawks, but you asked about the spread. The biggest issue for me in this game is Zach Charbonnet's injury for the Seahawks. I think that's huge. So that's huge for me. That's the spread.
Yeah. I also want to mention that if I didn't mention this is the number one scoring defense versus the number one scoring offense. Heading to the Seahawks being the number one scoring defense, so it is pretty tough there. But I know one thing the Rams are grateful for is that they went as soon as they got that right guard back. He returned after missing 3 games from an ankle injury. It really stepped up at protecting Matthew Stafford. So and he's a great run blocker. He graded out really well. He graded out the best of all the Bears and the Bears and the Rams as the best run blocking guard. So they were glad to get him back. So that helps a lot. But I'm with you, man. It's like Emmanuel Forbes is questionable for this game, and he's been limited at all for the shoulder injury. They lose Weatherspoon. Quinn Lake was supposed to be this good. Okay, and he has an illness, so he might be coming in this game a little weak, if you will. Okay, that's another guy that's kind of sick. So pay attention, obviously, to that. The injury report for all these games. But you're right. Matthew Stafford hasn't looked that right in the last 2 weeks. But I think the big concern here, and I think the proof is in the pudding in the playoffs, is that their secondary can be had because if this front seven can get after you, we know they have the weapons. If the Stafford is a clean pocket, Puka-Nacua will tear you up. Devontae Adams, you need to step it up. I know he's coming off a little injury. He's coming off an injury, but he needs to step it up as well. I want to see a little bit more from him. I thought he would light up the Bears, but he did not. So you want to see more there. And let's talk about the Seahawks, as Adam was alluding to already. Sam Darnold with that all of a sudden oblique injury. Now, he was limited on Thursday, and I think they're trying to play it, play it safe with him. One of my concern is that their Charles Cross, their great left tackle, he was a non-participant as of Thursday, and that's big. Like, you need him to do well, because we all know, one, Sam Darnold is hurt with this oblique injury, and you need that oblique to turn and throw people. That's big, because if he does not play the left tackle, possibly this Rams front seven can get after him, and if you hit Sam Darnold, shake him, he'll see ghosts, and God knows where he's throwing the ball. So that's a big concern. We know about this defense for the Seahawks. We know it's lights out. We know it's great. Like I said, it's number one scoring defense in this league. But when it comes down to, as you said, look what they did to the 49ers. The 49ers, I want to do a victory lap here. Trent Williams said on Twitter, he goes, we beat the defending champions, and that means something. So just goes to show you, the 49ers were happy that they won their Super Bowl. They thought they won their Super Bowl, and that was enough for them. And that's it. 49er fans, you guys are pathetic. Your franchise is pathetic. That's what you guys thought. You took that from the playoffs. We beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the wild card, but we got our booty cheeks blown out by the Seahawks. Yeah, good luck with that. I hope you're happy with that. And now your defensive coordinator left. You lost Ayuk. You have all these guys. I mean, you guys are a mess next year. Regardless of that, Brock Purdy only threw 17 passes. Probably best one because that Darnold 17 passes. That's what they probably wanted to see that, because less throwing means less strain on that oblique. Walker had a great game, 116 yards with 3 touchdowns. But you're right. The big thing was losing Charbonnet, and Charbonnet provides a lot for this team. He's the third down back. He's just an all around good guy, great player. I don't know if he's a good guy. I never met him, but
he's the touchdown scorer too. He has 12 touchdowns this year to Kenneth Walker's 5.
Yeah, so that's big, and this makes it tough. Like, you have this Rams offense that could turn it on at any moment. They can light up a lot of teams, and then but their defense could be had, and then you have an offense that's their 2 weapons besides JSN, who's the best weapon they have, but Charbonnet and not your most important guy, the quarterback, are beat up. So, man, it is tough to it's just tough to put my finger on this, and I do believe it's gonna be a close game, but I don't know, man. I took the first one. Is there anything that Who do you have, man? Is there a clear winner you think you got here?
Um, I still feel like I want to go with the Seahawks. I'm a little concerned. I'm trying to look at the depth chart. I don't see another running back besides Kenneth Walker. Like I was hoping I could get some clarity on who their backup is. But maybe they're just gonna run Kenneth Walker the whole game. I mean, the guy's a beast. Um, I love
Yeah.
Seattle's defense. Um, I mean, the games with the Rams and the Seahawks have been so close this year, and that's why losing Charbonnet is concerning for me, because he's obviously been a big part of that offense. And maybe I'm going more with my heart here than I should, but I still think Seattle's defense can win this game for the team. So reluctantly going Seahawks.
Yeah, half me just wants to pick the Rams because there's this viral TikTok of this little child, this kid, this little girl. She's been picking everyone she picks, they lose. I think
Yeah.
only the yeah. Maybe I'll put a screen record and I'll put it here in the video. I think the Patriots. I think she did predict the Patriots losing, but the vast majority of teams she picked have lost, and she picked the Rams to win. And I was like, oh crap, look at that. But when it comes to this, man, it's tough. It really is tough. And like these are two divisional teams, like you said, and what it comes out to me is like the Rams are 12-7 against the spread. The Seahawks are 13-5 against the spread. Sam Darnold's 1-1 in the playoffs. Matthew Stafford is 7-2. Sam Darnold got his first playoff win last week. Sean McVay is 3-0 when facing a team for the third time in a season, including the Seahawks since 2020 playoffs. And in their two meetings this season, the Rams have outscored the Seahawks a combined score of 58-57. Really doesn't mean much there. And they have only outgained them by 1 yard, 830 yards to 829 yards. The Seahawks and the Rams each sacked opposing quarterbacks 47 times this season. In the previous 3 or 4 meetings between the NFL's number one scoring offense and the number one scoring defense, the scoring defense each side has won 17 times. So there's both teams have won. So talk about a game that has been it's very hard to predict. And when it comes down to this, I'm going to take the points. Give me the 2.5 points, and because I believe it's going to be a super tight game. And the thing about the Seahawks is that I don't know. It's hard. Like Sam Darnold bothers me, but what bothers me most is that I can't tell right now if the left tackle for the Seahawks is going to play. Like I wish I would know that right now. But him coming in with a foot injury and he's not participating, maybe they just rest him this whole way until he plays and he guts it out. But for right now, I'm gonna take the 2.5 points. If it gets even higher, I'll take it at 3. But I'll take the 2.5 and a hope and a prayer, and which I think is gonna be a great game. I haven't checked the forecast, but it being in Seattle, I'm sure it's gonna be rainy and kind of a slop game. So it's gonna be a great game. Adam is taking the Seahawks to cover the 2.5 points. I'm going to take the Rams plus the 2.5 points. All right. That's our pick for the conference championship. So there you go. And our Packer report, Eagle report. We talked about Josh Allen and all that. All right. Well, it's time to get to our best bets for the conference championships. I'll take this one first, Adam. The first game, I like the under in the first half in the Patriots versus the Broncos. Look, how can you put any trust in this quarterback who hasn't thrown a pass in 2 years that's on the Broncos to do anything? I think he's going to have some butterflies, if you will. I think it's going to be hard for him to get anything going. And I think the Patriots are going to have a hard time getting anything going in the first half, because I believe the Broncos defense feel like they're going to step up and they know they got to just contain the Patriots just enough so that they can have a fighting chance against them to win this game. But I think eventually in the second half, Patriots will pick it up and win the game. But I think they go under in the first half. 20.5 points I'm seeing now in the first half, under the first half in the Broncos and Patriots game. And my second game, I just like the over in the Rams Seattle game. It's 46.5. I think that this is going to be a little bit of a shootout. I really do believe that. I think the Rams will actually put some actually score against Seattle's defense. I really think they can. And I think Seattle, I think Jay said might have a great game. Like I said, the secondary could be had. Rashid Shaheed, the guy looks great. He's looking better. He's looking better every single game he's on this team. And I think they go over 46.5. Damn the weather. I think this is going to be a shootout game. So give me the over in the Rams and Seattle game.
Yeah, for me, I'm going simple on the first game. I'm just taking the Patriots points to cover. I know it's not the sexiest pick, but I still just think they can handle that backup quarterback. And then for the second game, I'm also going with the over. The last game did go into overtime, but they scored, 75 points. So I think the shootout potential is super high in that game. And if I am going to go with the over, I might throw in some crazy, maybe not even crazy, bets like 2 anytime touchdowns for Kenneth Walker, seeing as though he's going to be the main man on the ground and probably catching passes out of the backfield. So could even probably tack on 100 rushing yards with that too if you think he's going to have a game that crazy and really ramp up that parlay. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I like it. I do. I think that's a solid play at plus 360 for 2 touchdowns. You bet $50, you win 230. You bet 150, you win like 500 and some dollars. So that's a good bet. Bet responsible. We don't want you guys betting your life savings here. Bet for fun. But if you do this professionally, always shop your books for the best number and always have a bankroll, plan, budget, and that's how you win or make this fun or just have a good time, folks. That's what we're trying to say. But that's a good bet. I like that plus 360, Adam. That's a sneaky bet on Kenneth Walker, who's I feel like gonna get over 20 carries in this game. So that's it, guys. That's the conference championship predictions. I think it's gonna be awesome. I'm really looking forward to this Rams and Seattle game. I wish I was looking more forward to this Broncos game, but with this this inexperienced quarterback they have going as a backup, and Jarrett Stedman. Yeah, Stedman. I watched the game, but I am not riled up to watch it. But there it is, Adam. Is it, besides all this, is out of all the teams, is there somebody looking to actually want to see in the Super Bowl?
I've been rooting for the Seahawks all year. I'm not going to change now. I'm just a little bummed about Charbonnet.
Yeah, I wanted to see the Bears and the Texans, but now they're both they're gone. So I mean, I don't know. I think I might be within the Seahawks. I think I like to see them to win. It'd be nice to see. It'd be cool to see this inexperienced guy at the Broncos for the quarterback beat the Patriots. That'd be actually fun to watch. But I think I'd be rooting for the Seahawks and for all this in general. But there you go, guys. That's it. Like and subscribe. It goes a long way. This is a small channel. As we love doing this. As I always say, I rant like a madman. You know, okay. I am just screwing this up. Adam, like and subscribe, guys. We love it. Thank you. We'll see you in the next one for the big game, the Super Bowl. And as the Super Bowl ends, we'll keep on doing this for the teams we both like and follow. And we'll talk about things like the draft and all that. And I will get more into baseball as spring training comes. Pitchers and catchers report in February 10th or 20th, something like that. And I like baseball a lot. And I can't be to talk about that. So with that, guys, we will see you in the next one. God, I rant like a madman there, and the name of Jesus.